Welcome again to Project with Brian, the channel that tries to show you both DIY and professional tools. Today we're going to talk about clamps. I've spoken about clamps before, but when we get to my big reveal, then you'll see why we're talking about clamps again. Just to refresh everybody, in the dim and distant past we had G-clamps that looked like this. Heavy steel, quite often didn't have soft faces on them, and they sort of work like that, and good and strong, but they've been improved over time. One of the cleverest ones that I saw for some time is the crab clamp, and this has got quite a fine thread. It's got soft faces on here, but it's also got grooves so you can grip rounded objects and so on, and that's not bad, but its jaw width opening is perhaps limited to certain functions. Much more common for us all to have seen a clamps like this, and they have soft face. And one of the reasons for talking about clamps today is I've broken a number of these soft faces, and I'm running out of clamps. This is a solo clamp. Solo clamps can be anything from £7 to £10 each. They're quite good because they're one-handed, but how hard they hold the work is how strong you can pull on that, and I'm getting a bit weaker in my hands, and when someone very strong uses one of these to get real firm grip, I can't open it out again very easily. Similar idea to the solo clamp has been a number of this type of clamp, plastic, soft face again, and you know, you can get various lengths, but the principle is the same, and it's how hard can you pull this. And then I went along to an exhibition, and one of the most sought after clamps in the business is probably Bessie clamps. Bessie do a whole range of different types of clamps, but I was quite taken with this one because it's got a ratchet mechanism. So when you hold it like that, you can get as much tension on it as you want, and I'm not hurting my hand. And to release it is just as easy to pull away. Now, one small criticism I have about these is that they're not really one-handed. It's quite difficult to come along, adjust without using your second hand, and of course you're wanting to hold the material. And so what I've been intending to do is use the one-handed clamp to get me to a position where the workpiece is held, and then when I really want to hold it, I use a clamp like that, which has got a ratchet mechanism. I'm quite pleased with these. They're about £16 each, so quite expensive, and so on. And then what do I get is an email from Rutland's. Rutland's is not a name that most people will have heard of, but they do a lot of tools, all from vacuum cleaners to clamps, and they've just done a little complete exercise on clamps, corner clamps, G-type clamps and so on. And what I saw were these. Now, box of 10, 60 quid. 10's probably more than you would normally buy in one go, but 6 quid each, not bad. But look at the mechanism. Not vastly dissimilar to the Bessie. It's got the ratchet mechanism, like so. and look at the strength of that. And I'm deeply impressed, you know, for that sort of money. I can buy 10 of them, and there's an old adage that you can never have too many clamps. So easy to take off. But again, you know, if I've got a criticism, not a criticism, if I'm looking at the product, it isn't really one-handed like the solo clamp, but it does have the ability to reverse. And I think I've got one in here that's been reversed. No, I haven't. I'll show you how it reverses anyway. So you undo the top piece. And then you can turn it round. Turn it round. And I'll turn that round like so. And turn that around like so. And now put the nut back, and now I've got a spreader, so I can spread out the pieces of wood, so I can spread as well as I can clamp. That's not possible with Bessie, or not this Bessie anyway. Not possible with this. There are versions. This particular one can. Obviously, this can't, and that never could in a million years. So, technology is improving, and the ability to have a ratchet clamp is quite cheap and quite effective. I think that was a bargain. Thank you again for watching Budget with Brian. Don't forget, subscribe. Add any comments that you think you'd like to put to me. And also there'll be a link to Rutland's for you to have a look. Thank you again for watching Budget with Brian.